Hi, welcome to Thrive with Nancy. This is the podcast where we eliminate the static that is getting in the way of executive women's success right now. Ready to hear how? Well, stay on board and it's coming your way. Ready to expand your impact? With 3 small questions, I'm going to lead you to huge, improved outcomes in every area of your work life. Are you ready? Yes, let's get going. You know, the reality is that I tell all the women that I'm working with that almost always, when I look at the barriers that are getting in your way of your success, it's really you. So what I want to do is ask you 3 small questions that will help you identify areas that you're getting in your own way so that you can get out of it and turn it around and create a success formula through that. You know, when women feel they are not achieving their aspirations, and I don't blame them because I do the same thing often, we look to shore up our skills. The assumption is that we must be lacking something. Frustrated, don't we all often go back to school for higher degrees or to build credibility or to get something that we think is missing that will make us be seen as the leaders we know we are? We're all working harder to produce more and better results to prove our value to the organization. So what I want you to know is some of that's all well and good, but it may not be the key to your success. Are your efforts primarily designed around doing something externally that will make you more worthy in the eyes of your boss or your company? Pause for a minute. This is an important question. Is it external value you're looking for? Take a deep breath and believe your career isn't based exclusively on learning more or doing more. Instead, shift your attention away from externally fixing as a way to move ahead and embrace the idea that everything, and I mean everything, starts from within and then it explodes outwardly. It has you flourishing externally. So today, we're going to be digging into 3 questions, 3 personal expansion questions that will lead to your success. And I want you to take this on seriously. I want you to explore this. Because if you don't, you're choosing, and hear the word, choosing, to hold yourself back and keep yourself small when inside there's an explosion of the bigness of you ready to burst forth into your company, into the universe. So, what's the first question? What would you do right now if you believed in a confident you? You know, a confident you who knows that everything you touch turns to gold when you put your mind to it. What would happen if you stopped allowing a lack of confidence or insufficiency or fear to permeate your thinking? It's the death of anything new or impressive today or in your future. And I want to put this in your head when you explore these 3 questions. I want you not to be stopped and stifled by your present. I want you to create the boundaries of where you are today and where you want to be in the future. You see, a satisfying career, a fulfilling career, one that you're proud of, rarely about building the same sandcastle over and over and over again because you're the best. Sandcastle builder in the sandbox. I know that's a comfortable place to be because you know everything. You know the answer. You're the go-to person. You're the it that the company wants. But that holds you small. That will not lead to growth and progress. Staying small, even if you are spectacular at it, will curtail your future. A gratifying career, one that you really are happy to be involved in, requires risk-taking and a willingness to battle against whatever holds you back from all your greatness. So what can you be doing right now if you were confident that you could do it? Honestly, pause for a moment and deeply explore this question because it's never coming to you in the future if you continue taking the same steps and being the same person that you are right now. You know that, and I know that. So jump off that doggone cliff that's holding you small and fly. What's the next question? Are you treating yourself as well as you do others? Yes, I know. I see you women out in the marketplace, and you are so gloriously fabulous at supporting and helping others along the way, but not so good at doing it for yourself. You beat yourself up. You're black and blue over everything you think you should be and that you're not, or the things you should have done that you didn't, or how bad that turned out and it's all because of you. And it's not true. Psychological studies reveal a secret that will ignite you into high gear. It's simple. How about stop beating yourself up when your career doesn't go as planned? Treat yourself as you would someone that you love and respect and admire. As you respond to the foibles and the little stumbles and the accidents and the failures you have along the way, respond with self-compassion. You will experience higher positive affect, better mental health, and report greater work-life satisfaction than those who don't respond to themselves with kindness. Is it that easy? How about being kind to yourself? So the next time you stub your toe during one of your business endeavors, say, "Oh, well," that's acceptance. Then think, time to regroup, that's action. Then ask yourself, what can or will I do differently? And then move forward. It's as simple and as complex as that. Do you get it? It's acceptance that you're not going to be perfect. And it's acknowledging what you need to do to regroup, to be who you know you are. Okay, enough. Let me move on to question 3. What do you think about yourself right now? Yeah, that's a big question, isn't it? So how about you try this quick exercise? And it requires you pulling out a sheet of paper and drawing a big circle, and then you draw a line down the center. At the top of one side, you're writing, what skills am I an expert at that are foundational to my success? On the top of the other side of the circle, write, what work skills do I assess are my weaknesses? Carve out a moment to stop and reflect and start writing. Please don't overanalyze this. Record whatever comes to mind. No shrinking. Even if it has you catching your breath when you see what you write, going, oh my gosh, no. That's my weakness? What popped into your head? Did you find one side of your circle easier to complete than the other? For most, it's what they're weak at. But if you're one of the people who's already captured a glimpse of the future you, and you see what you're an expert at and what you own, congratulations. Answering these questions reveal so much more about yourself than you might ever expect. Now, before moving on, what I'd like you to do is look at both sides of the equation equally and go down your list one by one by one. And when the expertise or the weakness that you need to gain is in your area of passion, put a big heart, pink heart in there, because those are the aspects you want to lean towards. Because the more you work in your area of passion, not simply your strengths, because you're probably good at a lot of things you really don't like doing. I want you to look at your passions, because once you identify those, the world is your oyster. Because the more you move into your area of passion, the happier you're going to be, the more productive you're going to be, the more fulfilled you're going to be, the more you spend time where it feels like 3 minutes have passed and it's actually been 3 hours. And when you hit on a weakness that you put a heart on, that's probably the first one you want to build up, because it's taking you closer to the calling and the purpose that's on your life. There's a caveat, and there's always caveats in the world, isn't there? The caveat is, as you look at the weaknesses and you think about not just who you are today, but who you want to be tomorrow, what one of those weaknesses do you need to take on? Because if you don't, you'll never have an opportunity to be any bigger than you are today. There's always things. Hey, I work for myself. I get to create the new products that I'm working on, but there's still a handful of things that I literally can do but don't like doing. But they are necessary for the foundation of my success, so I do them with enthusiasm and joy, and I'm so happy. Even though I don't like them, I'm happy, because without them, I wouldn't be the success I am today. You see, it's all about you determining who you choose to be in this great, big, fat world of ours with all sorts of opportunity. And you may think there's no opportunity in your company, and I beg to differ with you. Seriously, if you don't think your company has opportunity for you, sign up for a discovery call with me. I bet we can find areas that you would love to be involved in. So the thing I want you to understand is the moment you realize you're repeatedly building the same sandcastle beautifully, but it's limiting your career possibilities both today and tomorrow, choose to stop and take courageous action. Remember, a career is a journey, a long one, where you'll experience many ups and downs. It is how you choose to respond that determines the outcomes you achieve. I hope that this podcast has sparked something in you that takes fire and ignites within you for the rest of your career. Okay, so I'm hoping you're feeling energized, ready to knock down barriers standing in your way. Are you ready to take this one step further in your career? What's holding you back? Imagine working with me to take your strategic edge to the next level right now. Can you imagine how much more effortless and faster your career march to success will be? Test it out. I'm ready to be tested. Sign up for a free discovery session at www.thrivewithnancy.com/executive/. Hey, and come back again. I can't wait to share more pieces of information that are going to spark and ignite you to the next level. I'm thrilled you've listened to the Thrive with Nancy podcast. My intention is to offer quick tips designed for you to apply right away, ones that will boost your career immediately. I bet you're already considering ways to implement these new ideas. Perfect. Now, if you do me a favor, pass the podcast link on to those who will benefit, your friends and coworkers. Thanks so much.